Welcome to grade 9, HALINA'T MATH-TUTO, Learning Mathematics in the New Normal. I am your teacher, Sir Connor Daryl Ramos, and today, we're gonna study about midline theorem, trapezoid, and kite. So, ito yung continuation lamang. So, trapezoid, it is a quadrilateral with exactly one pair of opposite sides parallel. So, pag sinabi nating parallel, ito, yung line na hindi magi-intersect. So, ano ba yung dito sa problem natin? We have trapezoid BEUT. So, magbibigay nga tayo ng parallel sides. So, first, we have BE. Meron bang kaparallel si BE? We have EU. So, ito yung tinatawag nating bases. How about the legs? Those are the non-parallel sides. So, hindi, yun yung pwedeng mag-intersect. So, ano naman yun? We have BT and EU. So, lilista natin. Parallel are the bases. Ano yung bases natin? We have BE. And we have, ano yung kaparallel ni BE? EU. So, yun yung tinatawag na bases. How about the legs? The legs naman, BT. And what? EU. Okay. So, naintindihan po. Bases natin, the parallel sides. Then, the legs are the non-parallel sides. Sir, ano po yung nasa gitna? So, those are the median. Kaya nga median, mid. So, itong YA, ito yung median natin. Ano yung definition ni median and para saan siya? Segment that joins the midpoint of the legs. Ano ba yung legs? BT. Si Y yung nandun sa gitna. And then, EU. Si A yung nasa gitna nila. Pinag-join, ibig sabihin, ang median natin is line segment YA. Okay? So, ano yung theorem? The median is parallel to each base and its length is one half of the sum of the length of the bases. That is, sabihin pala, yung sukat ni median is equal to 1/2 daw, so 1/2 of the length of the bases. Ibig sabihin, B1 plus B2. So, yan yung pagkuha natin ng median. Or what? Or 1 plus B2 all over 2. So, magbibigay ako ng example para mas maintindihan nyo. For example, BE or the base 1 is 8. Base 2 is 12. Need to find the median or YA. So, is equal to, gagamitin lang natin yung formula class. Yung pangalawa na lang para mas mabilis. So, B1, for example, B1 is BE, no? Plus, ano yung kaparallel niya? EU or B2 all over 2. Ngayon, meron pang value. Meron pang value yung B1 at B2 natin. Yes, we have 8 plus 12 and they divide sa 2. So, YA is equal to what? YA is equal to 8 plus 12. That is 20 divided by 2. YA is equal to 10. So, midline natin is equal to 10. Intindihan po? Okay, so that is based on the theorem that the length of it is one of the sum of the length of the bases. How about isosceles trapezoid? Ano ba yung katangian ni isosceles trapezoid? So, trapezoid din siya, pero isosceles. Ibig sabihin, if the legs of the trapezoids are congruent. So, alin ba yung legs dito? Ito, yung non-parallel. Dapat daw ito ay congruent kanino? Dito sa kabila. Okay? If the base angles are congruent, ibig sabihin, base angle, ito, congruent siya dito sa kabilang base. And ito, congruent naman siya sa kabila. Iniba ko yung ledger since magkaiba ng sukat yung taas at baba. Pero parehas baba, congruent, parehas taas ay congruent. How about the diagonals? Diagonals are also congruent. Imagine niyo na lang pantayan. And then, opposite angles are supplementary. Tingnan natin. So, example natin dito. For example, ito ay 80. So, ano kaya ang measure nitong kabila? That is also equal to 80. Why? Because base angles are congruent. How about yung taas? Paano natin malalaman yung taas? Gagamitin natin yung theorem na opposite angles are supplementary. Pag sinabing supplementary, ang equal nila ay 180. So, for example, ito ay 80. Ilan ang kulang niya para maging 180? So, we have 100. Since nakuha na natin ito, pakukuha natin yung sa kabila, which is also equal to 100. Since base angles are congruent sa taas and sa baba. If the diagonals is 5, what will be the second diagonal? That is also equal to 5, since the diagonals are congruent. Okay, next is kite. So, class, kite is a quadrilateral whose four sides are drawn such that there are two distinct set of adjacent and congruent sides. So, hanapin natin yung first set. So, first set is AD. So, class, based on the figure, sa tingin nyo, saan congruent itong si AD? Okay, so congruent siya kay AB. So, adjacent and congruent. Meaning to say, if AD is 5, then AB is equal to 5 also. And then, we have two distinct set of adjacent congruent sides. So, meaning to say, yung kabila, DC, saan naman siya congruent? Okay, so that is congruent to also to BC. So, yun yung magkakakongruent. Ano yung theorem niya? If a quadrilateral is a kite, then its diagonal are perpendicular. Okay. If a quadrilateral is a kite, then diagonals are perpendicular. So, here, ang diagonal natin ay AC and TB. So, meaning to say, yung gitna nila ay perpendicular, meaning say, nagpo-form ng 90 degrees. Okay? So, pasensya na dun sa sulat. That is 90 degrees. And then the other property, it has one pair of opposite angles. So, dito, sa property na to, titingin kayo sa figure. Ano kaya yung magkaparehas ng bukan natin na angle? So, kitang-kita naman, that is angle D and angle P. So, titingnan nyo lang lagi yan. So, it has one pair of opposite angles. So, that is angle D. So, is congruent to what? To angle B. Dito pala, if the quadrilateral is a kite, then its diagonal is perpendicular. So, ito yung sign ng perpendicular. Meaning to say, nagpo-form ng 90 degree. Dito, it has one pair of opposite angle. So, So dito, basically, this is angle D and angle B based on the figure. And lagyan ko para hindi na kayo nalito. Angle A is not congruent to angle C. Okay? So, kasi merong isa lang pair na opposite angle. And that is angle D and angle B. Sa kabila, angle A and angle C, hindi na sila congruent. Next, it has one diagonal forming two triangle. So, pag inalis natin yung isang diagonal, pag inalis natin yung diagonal DB, pag inalis natin yung diagonal AC, makakabuo ba tayo ng dalawang triangle or dalawang congruent triangle? Siyempre, hindi. Kasi mas malaki yung triangle DBC. So, pakita ko sa inyo. Kapag naman ang inalis natin is sa diagonal DB, ayan, makakabuo ba tayo ng dalawang triangle? Yes or no? Pag inalis natin, example lang, inalis natin, tinanggal natin. So, may dyan sa pangalawa naman na yan, mabubuo ba natin yung two congruent triangle? So, yes. Ano yung triangle na mabubuo natin ngayon? That is triangle. Triangle what? Triangle ADC is congruent to triangle, kabila naman, ABC. So, dalawa lang yung mabubuo nating triangle. So, hindi natin mabubuo yung sa kabila. ADC is congruent to triangle ABC. Diagonal AC ang ginamit natin. But ADB, sa ADB, ayun, ADB, hindi daw siya congruent sa triangle DCB. Kapag ang ginamit natin is the diagonal DB. Kasi hindi naman sila magkasing laki. Naintindihan yung theorem about sa kite. Okay. So, magsasagot na tayo ng ating activities. So, learning activity number 1. Find the measure of angles, diagonal, bases, and median of the following trapezoid. Number 1, yun yung figure. Hinahanap natin ay si D. Ngayon, isa lang yung binigay na measure. That is angle C. Okay? So, ngayon, nahanapin natin si angle D. Ang clue natin dito, this is an isosceles trapezoid. Nakita niyo yung marking na yan? Nakita niyo yan? Okay. So, paano natin mahanap si isosceles trapezoid? Gagamit tayo ng mga theorem. Ano ba yung theorem ni isosceles trapezoids? Base, angle, or congruent. Sabihin, kung yan ay 60, kung 60 ang angle C, angle F must be equal to 60 degree. Kasi, they are congruent. Ngayon, ang hinahanap natin ay si angle D. Okay? So, the measure of angle D, ano kaya yung pwede nating magamit na theorem dito? So, that is, they are opposite angles are supplementary. Very good. So, supplementary daw sila. Meaning to say, angle F, the measure of angle F, plus the measure of angle D is equal to 180. Nakuha na natin si angle F. That is 60. Ang hinahanap natin ay si angle D. Is equal to 180. Lipat lang natin yung value, no? Yung lahat ng may value sa right. And then, tira natin si D sa left. So, angle D is equal to 180 minus 60. So, angle D is equal to 120. Naintindihan po? So, the answer is 120. Kung ito ay 120, syempre, parehas na lang to kasi supplementary din yan. Okay, naintindihan yung sa number 1. Pero ang hinahanap lang naman dito is the measure of angle D. So, let's proceed to number 2. Number 2, anong trapezoid ba yan? Isosceles pa rin ba yan? Yes, that is an isosceles trapezoid. Bakit? May marking, so legs are congruent. To say, pero ang hinahanap lang naman sa problem is Km. Tingnan nyo kung ano si Km. That is a, ano ba si Km? That is a diagonal. So, alin lang ba yung theorem na may diagonal about sa trapezoid or isosceles trapezoid? Diagonals are congruent. Ano yung hinahanap? JL. JL is also diagonal. Hindi na natin kailangan i-solve to. That is also equal to 20. That is also equal to 22. Kasi parehas naman silang diagonal, and diagonals of isosceles trapezoids are congruent. Number 3. Tignan natin ang hinahanap. AB. Ano si AB? Si AB ay gitna or nasa median. So, dito, papasok yung formula para sa median. So, AB is equals to B1 plus B2 divided by 2. Sir, pwede ba magkabaliktad po yung B1 at B2? Yes po, pwede po. So, ang B1 natin, halimbawa, BW AB is equals to BW plus UX. Pwede bang UX plus BW? Yes, pwede rin po. Hindi naman siya may iba. So, AB is equal to BW is 9 plus UX is equal to 13 divided by 2. So, 9 plus 13, AB is equal to 22 divided by 2. AB is equal to 11. So, that is the final answer. Naging 11, B1 plus B2 divided by 2. Naintindihan po? Okay. Find the measure of indicated angle in each kite. So, dito, magkaroon lang tayo ng konting review ng kite. Anong theorems niya? Diagonals of a kite they form perpendicular angles. So, dito, meron pa ba? Meron pa po. One pair of opposite angles in kite are congruent. So, dito, hanapin natin yung congruent na pair. So, 120, kita nyo naman na ang congruent ni angle C is si angle A. But angle B is not congruent to angle D. So, kita nyo naman siguro dun sa figure. So, number 1, what is the measure of angle A? Hindi na natin kailangan mag-solve. That is 120. Kasi itong angle A is congruent dun sa angle C. So, number 2, what is the measure of angle C? And what is the measure of angle B? So, dalawa yung nawawala dito. Pagka ganito, we will just remember that the measure of the angles of a quadrilateral is equals to 360. So, yung measure daw ay 360. Kapag dalawa lang ang given, gagamitin natin is lahat ng angles or yung apat na angles, angle B plus angle E plus angle D plus angle C is equal to 360. Bakit? The measure of angles on a quadrilateral is equal to 360. Lagi mong tatandaan yan. So, dito may measure siyang angle B which is 104. Ano pa measure? Angle E, meron ba? Wala. So, ito yung nawawala. Angle E and angle C. So, angle E is plus angle E plus 40 degree plus angle C is 360 is equal to 360. Next, ang titira lang natin sa kaliwa is si angle E plus angle C is equal to 360. Since positive yan, magiging negative, minus 104 minus 40. So, pag kinalculate natin yan, angle E plus angle C is equals to 216. So, sir, yan na po ba yung sagot? Hindi pa. Kasi ang hinahanap natin dalawa, angle C and angle E. Pero kagaya nung kanina, tignan nyo yung figure, ano ang relationship angle C kay angle E? They are opposite angles na congruent. Sila yung hinahanap na opposite angle na congruent. Kasi tingnan nyo sa figure, si angle C, kasing buka lang nung kay angle E. So, ang gagawin lang natin, 216 divided by 2, that is, angle E is equal to 108, and also, angle C is equal to 108. So, nakuha na natin yung sagot, which is, pareha silang 108. Naintindihan po? Bakit parehas 108? Kasi one pair of opposite angles in a kite is congruent. Number 3, ano naman yung nawawala dito? Angle U and angle X. Okay, so dito sa figure, makikita nyo na si angle B ay congruent kay angle X. Kasi nga, may isang congruent. So, lalagay nyo na agad, si angle X is 138. Ano na lang yung problema natin? Si angle U. Ang tanong, mag-congruent pa si angle U tsaka si angle W? Hindi po, dahil ang congruent lang is si angle X and si angle B. So, ngayon, ano natin ito-solve? Ganun po ulit. So, angle U plus angle X plus angle W plus angle B saan sila equal? Sa 360. So, lagyan ko na ng value para hindi kayo malito. Angle U is missing. Angle U is plus, what is the measure of W? O, angle X muna, 138 plus W is 53 plus 130. Oh, 135 pala to. Sorry, 135 plus 135 is equal to 360. So, dyan, lahat ng may value, lilipat natin sa kanan, magiging negative kasi lahat sila positive. So, angle U is equal to 360 minus 135 minus 53 minus 135. Ano kaya yung magiging sagot natin, class? So, sa calculate natin, pag kinalculate natin yan, angle U is equal to 37 degrees. So, okay, class. So, dito na tayo sa activity number 2 or learning activity number 2, yung proving. Complete the proof of the following theorems on trapezoids and kite. So, ito yung number 1. If the opposite angles of a trapezoids are supplementary, then it is an isosceles trapezoid. So, ano ba yung given? Trapezoid DCBA, si angle A daw ay and angle C are supplementary angle. So, itong angle A and angle C are supplementary, and also angle D and angle B are supplementary angle. Ano yung ipuprove natin? That the trapezoid DCBA is isosceles trapezoid. So, paano natin siya ipuprove? May bibigay sa ating statement and lalagyan natin ng reason. So, we will start on number 1. So, sa number 1, trapezoid DCBA angle A is and angle C are supplementary angles. So what is the reason? Ano ba angle A? Angle A and angle C are supplementary angles. So angle A and angle C are supplementary angles. So that is, ano yung reason? That is, syempre, yun yung binigay sa atin or that is the given. So meron na tayong yung statement. Bakit daw ganon? Dahil yun yung ating given. So number 2, ang nawawala naman ay statement. So tayo naman ang magsusupply. So DC is parallel to blank. So anong reason? A trapezoid is quadrilateral with one pair of opposite side parallel. So si DC, nasan ba si DC? Ito si DC, saan daw siya parallel? So we all know that DC is parallel to AB. So nalagyan na natin yung sagot because a trapezoid is a quadrilateral with one pair of opposite sides parallel. So ano yung pair na yun? That is DC is parallel to AB or BA, pwede rin. So, number 3, angle A and angle D are supplementary angles. Angle B and angle C are supplementary angles. So dito, may clue. If two parallel lines are cut by a transversal. So ano ba yung transversal? Dun sa ating grade 8, tinuro yan. So parallel lines, for example, kinat daw ng transversal. So dito, sample, extend lang natin siya. Extend lang natin. Okay, so ano yung sasagot natin dito? The interior angles, so yan na lang nilagay ko, on the same side of transversal are supplementary. So ito, compare mo dito. So ito, for example, ito yung angle A, ito yung angle D. If a parallel cuts by a transversal, the interior angles on the same side of transversal are supplementary. So, ibig sabihin, kung kinat siya ng transversal, itong angle A tsaka angle D ay supplementary. Same as angle C and angle B. Supplementary din yan. Imagine nyo lang sa kabilang side siya. Kasi ito yung interior angles ng transversal. Pag kinat daw siya, magiging supplementary or equal to 180 yung sum of their measure. So number 4, angle D is congruent to angle C as well as angle A is congruent to angle B. Ano ba angle D? Angle D daw congruent kay angle C. And angle A daw ay congruent kay angle B. So paano daw yun mangyayari? Ang reason naman natin, supplements of the same angles or congruent angles are congruent. Ibig sabihin, kung ito ay 80 at ito ay 80, since that is an isosceles trapezoid, or kung ito ay 80, ito ay 80, syempre yung supplement niya sa taas, equal din. Since parehas naman sila. 80, 80, ano yung ka-supplement niya sa taas? 100, 100. Since the supplements of the same angles or congruent angles are also congruent. And then number 5, an isosceles trapezoid has congruent base angle. So, ano yung magiging sagot natin doon? Isosceles trapezoid DCBA. So, diyan natin na-prove that isosceles trapezoid has congruent base angle. So, angle A, and angle B, angle D, and angle C. So that DCBA is an isosceles trapezoid. Okay, so proving natin sa number 2 class. If a quadrilateral is a kite, it has diagonal forming two congruent triangles. So given that it is a kite ABCD, prove that BAD, triangle BAD, is congruent to a triangle BCD. So statement, kite ABCD, Ano reason natin dito? That is given. So, given siya. Si kite ABCD. Next. Angle AD to the AD. Saan siya congruent? The kite has two distinct set of adjacent congruent sides. So, kita nyo naman sa ledger, si AD daw ay congruent. Siyempre, kay CD. Tinuro ko yan kanina. Si AD ay congruent kay CD. And also, AB naman, si AB naman sa taas, ay congruent kay CB. Okay? CB yan. Next, sa reflexive property, ano yung statement natin dito? BD is congruent to BD, reflexive property. Why? Kasi papasok dyan yung reason sa number 4. Kasi pag pinaghiwalay natin, si A, B, D, dun sa kabilang triangle, which is B, D, C, reflective siya. So, parehas lang sila. When you say BD is congruent to BD. That is reflexive property. Siguro naman, alam nyo naman yan. Ay tuturo naman sa atin yan. And lastly, triangle BAD is congruent to BDC. Ano kaya yung reason? Ano kaya yung reason natin? BD is congruent to DB. So, ano yung reason natin sa number 4? Side, side, side. Okay, so pinakita dito na if the three sides of one triangle, so tatlong side daw yun, are congruent to the corresponding parts of other triangle, then the triangles are congruent. Ano ba yung yung side, side, side niya? Ibig sabihin, si angle AD, corresponding niya is si angle CD dun sa kabilang triangle. Siyempre, si BD, corresponding niya si DB. And then si BC, corresponding niya si BA. That's why triangle BAD is congruent to triangle BCD based on side, side, side. Okay, so yun na yung topic natin. So, hopefully, nakatulong ito sa inyo sa inyong pagsasagot ng module. So, kung nakatulong sa inyo, mag-comment kayo dun sa video natin, subscribe kayo, like nyo na rin yung video, and then, syempre, share nyo rin dun sa mga klase nyo. So, yun lang. Maraming salamat sa pakikinig. Hanggang sa muli.